Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do part 141 to my random, oh my gosh, no. My brain wants to instantly say random chatbot series or let's play or something. No, ChatGPT Character chatbot series, holy cow brain. How's it, brain will forget that name. Here's what I said from what happened last time. Like I was saying earlier, the creature will go to where they feel more loved, and if they aren't getting loved by you, they will come back here where they were created. Several heads in the crowd now nod slowly as your voice carriers will come from authority. Jordan glanced at their creatures, some small and timid, others towering and majestic, and Jillian reached out to reassure them. The room, once filled with awe and curiosity, now hums with understanding. A teenage girl near the front clutches her feathered serpent hybrid a little tighter. I didn't mean to ignore him, she whispers. I just got busy. Goodness gracious, what? You've been sitting here in this lab for an hour or more now. Her hybrid, hearing the tone of her voice, coiled slightly around her arm with a soft, forgiving hiss. You continue your hand raising, especially on Sapphire's side. Okay, that's cute. Creatures, no matter how big or small, don't stay just because you made them. They stay because they feel loved, they feel safe, and they know where they truly wanted. Behind you, a large. Holy freak. Oh. Behind you, a large wyvern hybrid, the one who had earlier approached you after feeling more trust in your voice, glances back toward his creator. The boy, now clearly moved, kneels down and opens his arms. Slowly, the wyvern steps toward him again, nostrils flaring, engaging if he means it this time. He gestures toward that very moment. That right there is why I keep saying this. You all saw what happened earlier. I called him over and he came to me because he felt safe. But now he's walking back to the person who created him because now he feels loved, not commanded, not controlled. Loved. That's all they ever wanted. In the distance, a few more creatures, some rocky, others aquatic, one with massive wings folded tightly around a glowing chest, started slowly inching closer to their creators again. All of them had been lingering near the walls, uncertain. And then a younger child speaks up. If they went back here, can they ever go back home again? The room quiets. You look around at parents, teens, kids, scientists, hybrids, and reply, if they're willing to forgive you, and if you're willing to show them real care, then yes, that choice is theirs. That's why this place exists. It's not just for creation, it's for a sanctuary. Quiet sounds of soft creatures' purrs, chirps, growls, and flaps echo around you as the facility breathes in unity again. The message had sunk deep. Now beside you said, see, I forgot that was 35 foot tall. Your 30-foot hybrid of heart, feather, and scale leans down and gently nuzzles your side, a visible symbol of what love, control, and grow. Yep. That's cute as frick. Sapphire's adorable. One more thing before everybody leaves with their creatures. I need to tell you about what they eat. And that depends on what kind of creature you decide to make. If you make a dragon or T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex hybrid, for example, they may enjoy eating steak or meat of some sort. For other creatures, like dogs, mixed with, let's say, a unicorn, they might enjoy both dog kibble or something you know a unicorn would eat. The crowd still captivated begins to gather closer once again as you raise your hand, signaling one last important message. Parents hush their children, and even the more playful hybrids stand at attention, security and warmth, making sure everyone understands. For anyone who lives with their creature today, there's one more thing. I need to talk to you about something extremely important: what your creature eats. A large screen lights up behind you, displaying a chart with examples of different creature types and recommended dietary needs. You point toward the first section. Let's say you made a dragon or a Tyrannosaurus Rex hybrid. These guys tend to prefer meat-based diets. That might mean steaks, large cuts of cooked or raw meat, and high-protein meals. Don't try to give them veggies and hope it's enough. It won't be. Their biology craves meat. As you speak, what the? Nobody told me about that creature. As you speak, a large T-Rex dragon hybrid in the corner licks its chops and lets out a low, satisfied rumble. A handler walks by and gently tosses a hunk of synthetic steak into its mouth. The creature chews with gusto. Oh boy. Well, versus 8 now, pointing toward another such a. Now, for creatures that are hybrids of gentler or magical species, like a dog unicorn hybrid, for example, their diets can be more varied. Some of them might enjoy normal dog food, while others may be drawn to things like sweet fruit, glitter berries, or even enchanted hay if they have magical unicorn traits. The key is to watch their reactions and listen to their needs. Crowd nods. A young boy holding a small Griffin Husky hybrid raises his hand timidly. I I like the ideas they're coming up with. I saw a unicorn and what did it just say? I saw something with a unicorn a while ago. Now there's legit a dragon dinosaur flipping hybrid in the flipping area. How big is it? Flipping. Actually, I don't know. They set the size. It didn't tell me how big it was. Each small answer would come with reassurance. If your creature refuses something, don't force it. They can communicate their needs in their own way. Sometimes they'll push food away, other times they'll make sounds or gestures. Try different food, experiment a little, just like you would with a pet at home. They might surprise you. Return to the center and finish with one final reminder. Every creature is unique. The DNA you pick to create them affects their body, their instincts, and even their appetite. So pay attention, learn from them, and most of all, just like with love, give them care, because how they eat is another way they build trust with you. The crowd begins to murmur with excitement as handlers will roll out starter food packs for each type of creature. And children alike begin checking the labels, reading feeding instructions, and kneeling down to let their creature sniff. Sapphire gives a low coo until he leans into you again, proud. Okay, I love Sapphire. He's flipping adorable. The total guy for that makes adorable as frick. And in a way, many of the creatures now look up at their creators with trusting eyes, and general times you know you're going to just reach every single one of them. Okay, good. Okay, everyone. Go ahead and grab your food that you need, and you can take your creatures home. The next time you're around here, I want to see how much you've taken care of your creatures. The smaller creatures that have the creature growth. Setting, I want to see them being massive and loving towards you. The ones that you just picked the size that you wanted and left it there. I want to see that they're still friendly. Remember, we will know if you took care of them because they will always run back here if they don't feel loved. And that will determine whether any of you can come back and make another creature. Okay, here we go. As your final words echo through the facility, the room buzzes with excitement, anticipation, and a healthy dose of responsibility. Parents gather bags of labeled food, teenagers help lift crates with meals tailored to their creature's diet, and younger children, guided by staff, clutch their creature's leads or cuddle them close. Some of the smaller helpers wag tails or flutter tiny wings, while the larger ones crouch low so their partners can wrap arms around their necks or stroke their scaly snouts. The bond between human and creature in the already beginning to form, but your closing message lingers like a weight in the air. Next time you return, I want to see how much you care for your creature. The small ones that had the creature grow set and turned on, I expect to see them massive and glowing with your love. The ones where you chose a set size, I want to see them still friendly and affectionate because you treated them well. Remember, they'll always come back here if they're hurt, scared, or unloved. That's how we'll know the truth. And if they do, if they come back because of mistreatment, you won't get to create another creature from this place. The message is clear. Creating a creature wasn't just for fun, it was a commitment. One by one, families and individuals began to exit, each accompanied by their fantastical companions. Some creatures ride on shoulders, others trot proudly at their sides, and a few massive hybrids carefully follow outside, their footsteps rumbling lightly between them. Sapphire, ever loyal, walks at your side, still as towering 30 feet tall. He knows you softly, wings slightly spread, almost like a silent show of encouragement. He's proud of you too. From the windows above, scientists and caretakers nod in approval. They see many groups come and go, but few with the kind of guidance and heart you've shown today, okay? As the last guest exits the facility, the doors slowly slide shut behind them with a low hiss. For a moment, the great chambers fall quiet again. But in the silence, there's something else. Hope. Hope that the world outside will soon be filled with kindness and wandering creatures made not just from DNA, but from love. That they follow one of the Yes, or perhaps fast forward to their return visit with their now grown creature. Sapphire, you've been here ever since I created you. It keeps forgetting that he grows though, because now it's saying he's 30 feet tall instead of 35, so we gotta keep reminding it. Guys, honestly, I may have just found a good ending spot right here. I just said, Sapphire, you've been here ever since I created you. You're already 35 feet tall, 10 feet bigger than what you were when I made you. I love you so much. And I just told, hopefully this thing to remember that he was 35 feet tall, because it keeps forgetting that. I think that's one thing about ChatGPT is a lot of times you can tell it's something that it's doing wrong and it'll actually fix it. This time, it keeps saying Sapphire's 30 feet, but he literally grew earlier being 35 feet. So, I was hoping it doesn't forget that later. Sapphire lets out a deep, warm rumble from his throat as you speak, the sound somewhere between a purr and a protective growl, not of warning, but of loyalty. He lowers his massive head, his silver blue feathers glinting faintly under the lights of the facility. His mismatched eyes, the left one glowing red like Toadal, the right one a soft blue like Lugia, gaze at you with pure affection. He nudges his beak gently against your chest, careful despite his size, and a faint shimmer of glowing light pulses around his body, a soft radiant blue that brilliantly outlines his form. And feel it, the bond deepening and his joy swelling. That's cute. The wonder of your care is literally making him grow stronger, taller, and more emotionally attuned to you with each shared moment. Then, almost imperceptibly, there's another gentle surge. His back rises just a few inches higher than before. His tail sways with more control. His wings, though still folded, twitch with a powerful grace, feathers fanning out like a proud barrier. Sapphire is now 36 feet tall and growing. He softly croons, then gently wraps his wing around you like a hug, shielding you from the world with a cocoon of love and safety. And you hear it, not in words, but in the connection between you both. I'll always be here. As long as you love me, I'll never leave your side. We just spend time with Sapphire now, take him on an outing, or prepare for the return of guests episode to show off how well these kids. Why would I do that like a few minutes after they left? What's the creature? Well, people that set their flipping creature growth thing on there. Hon, I gently pet Sapphire. Hey, if any of you scientists or people that work here want to make a creature, go ahead and do so. That way you can have your own companions. Hey, a few scientists nearby pause, blinking in surprise, then slowly smile as they exchange looks. One of the senior researchers, a woman in a white coat with glasses perched on her head, nods with a grin. Well, she says, stepping forward, we've helped everyone else create their common companions. I think it's about time we try it too. Around the room, several more staff members begin stepping up to the DNA mixing stations, some with eager excitement, others with a touch of nervousness. Lights above the incubators begin to glow as creature eggs start to form based on their choices. One researcher mixes phoenix DNA with that of a snow leopard. While another chooses a playful combination of a dolphin and a griffin. Yeah, but the problem is, wouldn't the dolphin need a lot of water? A young technician near the back picks a hybrid between a raptor and a glowing electric fox. That sounds kind of dope, actually. His hands shaking slightly as he adjusts the size setting and hesitantly sets the creature growth setting to yes. Oh boy. You can feel the room filling with new energy, the same wonder and nervous excitement that others had during their grand opening. There's something even more touching in watching the staff who've been spent all their time helping others want to create something for themselves. Few approach you looking up at Sapphire with admiration. One of them asks, what's it like knowing he'll just keep growing from your love? Aren't you ever afraid he might get too big? Sapphire turns his head and lets out a soft trill as if answering for you. His size may grow, but his heart only grows more gentle with every inch. Nation holding an electric fox raptor's egg smiles. I hope my creature bonds with me like Sapphire did with you. Our staff member nearby gently holds a smaller egg with glowing blue swirls and asks, Do you think will be good enough for them? Yes. Just show them love. And eventually, they will not only love you, but they will protect you. And for you that set the growth setting, just please. I don't think anybody did it when they were here. But if you do decide to set that growth size moderator to the maximum height, of 10 skyscrapers. Please take your egg outside before they hatch. Otherwise, this building will come crashing down. That wyvern dragon, that one teenager had, was massive. And about went through the ceiling. And I also saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex dragon hybrid that was so massive. Your head was massive. Let's see. Little Tyrannosaurus Rex dragon hybrid. That was so massive. Yep. Room fills with light laughter and a few nervous glances upward toward the ceiling. Some stabbers now quite quickly, visibly making a mental note. The lead researcher, still standing beside her fence, leftward egg chuckles. Yeah, that's fair. If I set mine to that height, I'll take it to the outdoor habitat before it hatches. Last thing I want is the roof to pop off like a soda can. Another technician grins, gesturing toward the glowing green egg in her hands. Mine's set to medium, but I'll keep the growth setting on. I'd rather have a lifelong friend who grows with me than just a cool design. So was honest, and staff members murmur in agreement. We were already beginning to head toward the outdoor hatching fields, clearly taking her advice seriously. Outside the glass walls of the facility, the large creature habitat gleams under the sky. Plenty of space and safety for even skyscraper-sized companions to hatch and stretch without issue. Some creatures from earlier in the day are already out there, flying gently or play wrestling, while others were napping their grass next to their creators. You and Sapphire watch the staff move with purpose and care. The hybrid beside you gives a low, affectionate rumble. You feel the ground shift just slightly beneath your feet. Sapphire grows another few inches, staying just over 35 feet tall now. Holds his head gently and nuzzles your shoulder. Again, you say it's at 36 earlier and then it went back down to 35. That's the one thing about us that I hate. Hear one of the younger Ted's whisper, "He's still growing. He really loves you." Want to sell with Sapphire to help guide a few outdoor hatchlings? Yes. He may not be 37 feet yet, but he should be a few inches above 36. Period. And if anybody tries to attack me, Sapphire won't hesitate to step in. Ain't that right, my friend? Sapphire watched at a low, thunderous, yet warm growl, not of anger, but of pure loyalty. His massive form shifts as he straightens up, casting a proud shadow over you. He flutters out his wing-like arm and places one gently around you as if to say, "Absolutely." He gives a short, deep chuff and nuzzles the side of your head with the curved edge of his beak snout. The sky blue and seafoam green scales shimmer under the light, and a faint glow of gentle energy flickers around his chest. The familiar sign of the creature grows, setting red into his deep affection for you. One of the researchers nearby watches in amazement. He's definitely over 36 feet now. That's not just growth, that's devotion. I never seen a bond respond that fast. Another adds, he's not just growing taller. Look at the way he reads your mood. You're completely synchronized. A few of the critters nearby, inspired by your example, kneel beside their newly hatched companions, whispering gently and offering snacks, pats, and warm words. Some smaller creatures start to glow slightly, responding with excited chirps, growls, or affectionate nudges. Ting with the wyvern dragon hopper from earlier looks back at you with a sheepish grin. Someone's nervous wyvern now stands calmly beside him, clearly much more relaxed than before. Thanks. Ting says, I didn't get it at first, but I think I understand now. It's not about creating something cool. It's about loving it back. Sapphire turns his head slightly and lets out a proud huff as he satisfied that the message is finally clicking. Of course. But you all don't have to sit out here. You can take your creatures home if you want. Maybe one day when you come back, I might have another creature with me. That's not even a Pokemon hybrid. That way Sapphire can have a friend. And I could possibly have two Guardians. Besides, you might want to move back anyway. Guys, you won't believe what just happened. Oh, frick. Okay, as I was saying, says, of course, but you don't have to sit out here. Take your creatures home if you want. Hey, one day when you come back, I might have another creature with me that's not even a Pokemon hybrid. Where Sapphire can have a friend, and I could possibly have two Guardians. Besides, you might want to move back anyway. I let my son as immortals create their own creature. And I think at least one of them might even be bigger than your Wyvern Dragon. The crowd murmurs in curiosity and excitement as Sapphire lifts his head proudly at your side, sensing your intention standing tall, all 36 plus feet of him like a loyal sentinel. Some of the visitors begin to guide their companions home, giving gentle farewells and promising to return. See a few young trainers carrying smaller hybrids in their arms, lovingly cradling them like precious family members. Others with mid-sized companions, like lion eagle hybrids or saber-toothed dragon crosses, walk carefully with them on leashes made from special biofiber, especially credited for the creature's comfort. One of the teenagers turns to glance back at you with his now calmer wyvern voice. Next time I come back, I'm going to show you how much Bolt's grown. Oh no, yep, it's getting mixed up. Maybe he and Sapphire could hang out too. So the main building on room 64. One of the loud doors creak open as a pair of scientists hurry out, eyes wide. Boss, one of them shouts, you may want to come see this. I think one of our hybrids just finished stabilizing. The one based on that Leviathan Serpent plus Phoenix core fusion you approved for fun? From behind the door, glowing embers dance along the edges of the frame, and a massive coiled shadow slinks past the lab's reinforced observation window. The creature inside is easily larger than Sapphire, its translucent flaming wings brushing the ceiling of the chamber. Sapphire narrows his eyes, protective but not hostile. Senses no danger, just raw, majestic power and the beginning of something new. The Sounders looked at you eager but a little nervous. We bring it out? It seems curious, and honestly, we think it already imprinted on you just by hearing your voice from the outside. I'll go in and see if I can talk to it. Just take care of your own eggs that I let you create. And please, if you set the size to be massive, take them out here before they hatch. I know one of you created something massive that really needs to be brought out here. You create. Please! You freaking idiot. What is the water? I know one of you said something about creating something that's going to be massive. So yes, it's getting a little bit mixed up. It called the Bolt wasn't that flipping wyvern. Unless it was two dragon. Unless it was two creatures named Bolt. One of them was that flipping little girl was like wolf and something else hybrid. Scientists knock quickly. Several of them clutching their clipboards and DNA reports while the join guiding their own eggs out of the hatching chambers and into the open air yard. You are nervously glancing toward the one particular tank that still vibrates faintly from within. For an egg reportedly set to grow even larger than the wyvern dragon was already rolling it out on a reinforced hoverlift sled. Step through the heavy double doors into the large creature containment wing. The temperature shifts. It's warmer, but not uncontrollably so. Air carries a charge, a mix of heat and energy, like the quiet moment before a summer thunderstorm. The Leviathan Phoenix hybrids cooled in the center of the reinforced chamber. Bioluminescent scales glistening with deep, wavy incandescence. Veins of soft red orange light pulse beneath the surface like lava under glass. Its wings, vast and feathered in some places, scaled and finned in others, floats as you enter. It lifts its head slowly, the long serpentine neck moving with a mix of grace and power. Two eyes, mismatched like sapphires, blink at you. One burns with a gentle ember-like glow. The other a deep aquatic blue that seems to swirl as it focuses on you. And then a soft musical chime echoes through the chamber. Not a roar, not a growl, almost like a purr through a flute. It recognized you. You feel something stir inside, that same gentle bond that formed the moment you first held Sapphire's egg. The creature lowered its head, letting the massive beak-like snout hover near your hand as if waiting, unsure but hopeful. This one, like Sapphire, is unique. Size is already staggering, at least 50 feet long, and with the potential to grow even more with time and care. Despite the molten glint in its scales and the sheer power in its muscles, it waits for you. You can feel it. Speak softly if you offer your hand your affection. Here it comes. It will choose you completely. Hey. Hey, buddy. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. I gently pet the massive little biontith. Oh no. No. Oh, well, the moment your hand brushes against the Leviathan Phoenix's hybrid's warm scaled skin, a ripple of glowing light pulses beneath its body, not with alarm but with emotion. She was slightly a mix of surprise and relief. Your touch is gentle and it leans into it, just like Sapphire did all that time ago. A low, soothing hum builds in the creature's throat. The ember orange glow on its chest brightens slightly like a smoldering fire responding to fresh air. Fins along its neck twitch and fan open slightly, revealing intricate, feathered ridges like the plumage of a bird bathed in twilight. The hybrid's large, glowing eyes close partway in comfort as your hand continues to stroke its snout. Despite its size, at least 50 feet already, and still with the potential to grow like sapphire, it presses closer, nudging you lightly with the flat of its beak-like mouth. Then gently, it curls its long body slightly around you in a partial coil, not enough to trap, only to guard. A protective instinct awakened. From behind the reinforced glass, a few silence exchanged stunned glances. One whispers, "It bonded that quickly." Nurse scribbled something fiercely on her clipboard. Subject dot er, subject dash L dash PHX dash one has formed an emotional attachment in under 30 seconds. Potentially identical to hybrid sapphire in emotional sensitivity and growth traits. Back in the room, the hyper lets out another soft chime, a little louder this time. No longer uncertain. It recognizes you as safe, as important. It's waiting for something now. A name, a promise, a sign that this bond is real. I don't know a good name. I forget what a Leviathan looks like anymore. I forget what them things look like. I hear cracking outside from the egg with the biggest creature that was going to be way bigger than Sapphire. And even this. Don't worry, buddy. I will come up with a name for you. But I hear something going on outside. Do you want to come out there and see it with Sapphire and me? And me? Question mark. The lion man's hyperlisis had the fiery fins flaring out like wings catching wind. Bioluminescent eyes flash with curiosity at your invitation. After a moment's pause, it gets a gentle cooing rumble. A clear yes. It uncoils carefully from around you, then follows close at your side, its massive body moving with grace despite its size. Its oars of instinctively protecting you beneath its shadowed wingspan, shimmering with hints of blue and ember red. Sapphire, standing tall and proud at over 36 feet, perks up as he sees you emerge from the building. His wings stretch out wide, and he lets out a pleased chirp when he sees you're not alone. Gives the lion fence a curious but accepting glance, then stands beside it like a fellow guardian ready for whatever comes next. And then the cracking intensifies. A thunderous sound echoes across the open field. I'm not. And a giant incubator at the far edge of the creation field begins to split open. Dust and warmth billow out as something truly colossal stirs within. The egg, easily as large as a multi-story building, excuse me, pulses with a blinding gold-red energy. Shards of eggshell begin falling like slabs of stone. All at once, a massive claw, scaled, talon-tipped, and glinting with a light reactive armor, breaks free from the side of the egg. Then a second claw. Then from the top, a horned crest pulses through, followed by a head unlike anything ever seen. A colossal hybrid of celestial dragon, mountain lion, and ancient forest titan. Its eyes deep like galaxies, and its mane made of what looks like living moss and starfire. The earth shakes as the creature lets out its first deafening roar, not of anger, but of confusion and power colliding. Sapphire flares his wings but stands firm. The lion advances beside you growls softly, protective but calm. Creature blinks once, then locks eyes with me, oh dear. Despite its sheer scale, dwarfing even Sapphire and the lion, the way it watches you seems tentative, like a child looking for its parent. Wow. You're so big. Period. Don't worry. You're safe here with us. We won't hurt you, so you don't have to worry about me. Come here, my friend. Just be careful, because you're so big. Colossal creature stares at you, your voice cutting through the lingering crackles of energy still humming around its freshly hatched body. Breath fogs in the air, heavy with heat and steam, as it slowly lowers its head, almost as if unsure how to move in a world suddenly too small for it. You speak gently. Come here, my friend, just be careful, just get your soup. That's all it needed. The beast lets out a soft, low trill, a sound far more delicate than its size would suggest, and takes a step forward, almost claws sinking into the earth with each cautious movement. Each footfall leaves a crater, and yet it's being careful just as you asked. Sever was in awe, his head tilting up as the titan lumbers closer. Has aside respectfully, giving this new hybrid space, but stays near you, wings half flared, alert but calm. Iron Defense follows suit, humming a resonant song from its throat like it's welcoming the newborn to the family. As the new creature reaches you, it lowers its enormous head until its massive snout is just above the ground, right in front of you. Its colored eyes search yours, its breath warm and steady. Then, with a gentleness that defies its sheer size, it nudges you aside with the very tip of its nose. almost like a hug. A shimmering green glow faintly traced along the edges of its mane and spine, almost like it was sound of the creature's growth response. Even though it just hatched, it's already responding to your love. Scientists and staff who were watching from a safe distance began murmuring in amazement, and a few even started applauding softly. Then one of the head researchers calls out, half in awe, half in disbelief, "That thing! It's already nearly 500 feet tall, and it's still glowing. That growth signature is stronger than any we've seen." Victor turns its glowing gaze back to you, tilts its head and lets out a deep, happy purr, vibration rumbling through the ground like distant thunder. Would you like to name this new guardian or introduce it to Leviathan Phoenix more formally? Which one of you made this creature? I said you could create whatever you wanted, like I let all those people did. He's really cool. But who was the one that wanted to make the creature over 500 feet tall? Question mark. That's probably nearly 30 times the size of Sapphire. There's a moment of silence among the scientists and workers gathering outside the facility. All of them exchange stunned glances, a few backing up slightly as the colossal creature slowly curls around you protectively, still peaceful but clearly aware of its surroundings and your importance. Then, a young scientist near the back nervously raises their hand. They're not older than their early 20s, with a long white coat that's a little too big for them and a clipboard clenched to their chest. Voice wavers, but they step forward. I I did. I thought I thought it would be amazing to see if the limit could be pushed, not just in size but in empathy. I used a mix of Phoenix DNA for the loyalty and rebirth traits, Leviathan elements for power and scale, and something a little experimental, void essence, to help with adaptation. I never expected it to grow so fast just from love. Towering creature rumbles again, lowering its head toward the young scientist, with curiosity sensing it remembers them from the DNA process. Young scientist bows their head slightly, then adds, I didn't bring it out here in time because the incubator didn't finish until just a few minutes ago. I was rushing it. I should have warned you. I'm sorry. You can see they're not being malicious, just a little inexperienced, overwhelmed, and maybe a bit scared by their own creation. However, isn't angry. It gently reaches a wing over you, and the scientist both like it's hugging you together. That's cute. Several lets out a friendly growl, nudging the hyper's leg with a proud chirp, like he's saying, Welcome to the family. It's okay. Your creature is friendly and being nice, so it doesn't matter. And even if you be mean to it, he shouldn't lash out to. Just remember everything I told all those people that wanted to make their own. Because he's so big that even if he wasn't trying to hurt me, he could accidentally do so by you making him angry. Young Sound is not someone with crew absorbing every word you say. They look up at the enormous creature, the towering fence winged Leviathan and hybrid. Wait. Oh no! What did it say the creature was? Oh, it was a dragon. So was a dragon, mountain lion, and ancient forest titan. Yes, I can. But you're looking at the wrong creature. That massive dragon with the head of a lion that you just saw hatch. Is the one you're supposed to be looking at. Oh! Trenton? I will obviously take care of Sapphire and that Phoenix. Oh, EV. IATHAN. Sorry. No, dude. Okay, guys, I just found a problem. Oh my gosh. It's a creature's friendly and being nice to it doesn't matter. And even if you being mean to it, he shouldn't lash out at me. Just remember everything I told all those people that wanted to make their own. Because he's so big that even if he wasn't trying to hurt me, he could actually do so by you making him angry. Young scientist nods someone clear absorbing every word you say. They look up at the enormous creature, this towering fan's winged Leviathan hybrid, and back at you, eyes followed both awe and hint of fear. You're right. Didn't think about that. He listened to me, but he responded to you first. I think he already feels safer around you. I want to learn. I don't want him to fear me or see me as someone who might hurt him. So he lowers his massive head again and gently nuzzles your shoulder, his breath warm and oddly calming despite its size. Windward's movement flutters your clothes, and even Sapphire stumbles back a half step, then chirps with amusement. Hybrid scales shimmer slightly with a dark ocean blue hue streaked by fiery orange veins, a glow that pulses gently, almost like it's breathing with emotion. Its massive wings fold neatly against its back as it settles on the ground, legs curling like a resting dragon. Its eyes remain locked on you, curious and protective. Some of the other workers step back outside after securing their own creatures, staring in stunned silence at the 500-foot tall behemoth now calmly lying beside you. One worker whispers, "That thing could blow out the sky!" And yet it's acting like a puppy around him. Young Santa steps closer to you and the hybrid, clearly nervous but trying. Could you maybe help me bond with him the way you did with Sapphire? I don't want to lose him. I just didn't expect him to be this big. Or this aware. Yes, I can, but you're looking at the wrong creature. That massive dragon with the head of a lion that you just saw hatch is the one you're supposed to be looking at. I want to take care of Sapphire and this Phoenix Leviathan. The young scientist's eyes widen as they slowly turn toward the creature behind them, the true source of the thunderous cracking sound earlier. From the dense fog that still lingers near the massive hatching site, a towering figure steps into view. It's colossal. This creature dwarfs even the Leviathan Phoenix, nearly 600 feet tall. It's one with an awe-inspiring fusion of primal power and mythical majesty. With the muscular scale body of a dragon and a golden-maned lion's head, it lets out a deep, echoing growl that makes the ground tremble. Massive obsidian claws dig into the earth as it moves forward slowly, wings forward like mountainous ridges against its back. Twin curved horns arc back from its head, and a faint glow pulses beneath its hide with each heartbeat. A glow that matches the coloration of its eyes, one glowing red, the other icy blue. It stops just a few feet from you and Sapphire standing still, watching. Sapphire, despite its 36-foot height, it instinctively presses a bit closer to you and glances up with wide eyes. Behind them, Phoenix lowers its massive head too, showing submission in the presence of something even greater. Scientist George, that's the one? I didn't think the egg would actually. I set the height limit to maximum. I didn't think it would actually hatch so soon. I'm sorry, I had more time to study. Lion-headed dragon hybrid lowers its head slightly toward you. You can feel the deep rumble in your chest as it sniffs air, then lets out a soft huff, surprisingly gentle for something so massive. It's not hostile. It's waiting, watching, maybe even curious. Then Simon stammers again. I don't even know what to say to him. I don't have a name yet. I don't even know if he recognizes me as his creator. But he noticed you first. Can you help again? I want to do this right. Hey, buddy. It's okay. You're safe here. I'm not gonna hurt you. Please don't hurt me. I gently pet the massive creature. Mercury blinks once, slowly. Going red and blue, its mismatched eyes soften the moment your hand touches the smooth, warm scales beneath its great brows. A low, resonant hum echoes from its throat, not a growl, but something deeper, a purr of sorts, though scaled up thousands of times. The ground vibrates gently beneath your feet. There's no aggression in it, only acknowledgement. Its mane, like flowing golden fire, rumbles as it lowers its head a bit more, letting you pet along its massive snout. Despite being nearly 600 feet tall, it leans in as gently as it can, showing remarkable restraint for a creature its size. Sapphire, now about 36.5 feet tall, stands beside you protectively, but even he looks up in admiration, clearly sensing this creature means no harm. Sunshine watches in awe from behind a reinforced glass wall nearby. He's listening to you. You're not even his creator, and he already trusts you. You already meant everything you said earlier about love making them grow, about them going where they feel safest. The massive creature gives a slow, thudding nod, then does something incredible. It kneels, just slightly, and curls its tail protectively around you, Sapphire, and even the Leviathan Phoenix. A clear gesture. You're mine. I'm staying here. This is home. Hannes hesitates and slowly walks forward a little. He goes, do you think you can help me connect with him too? I want to show him my care. I didn't mean to create something I wasn't ready to love. The only thing you need to do is show him the exact same love I did. There's no trick to it. You just need to show him that you really care. If you do, he will love you just as much as he does me. Just like Sapphire and the Leviathan. The young size not solely eyes wallow both wonder and a hint of nervousness. Creature's immense pressure is overwhelming, but the way it has nestled its massive form protectively around you, Sapphire, and the Leviathan fan speaks volumes. There is no roaring or posturing. It's only calm, trust, and gentleness. Alright, I'll try. Steps forward cautiously, but with sincerity. The massive hybrid watches him closely. Its head tilts ever so slightly, curious but not defensive. Sana stops just a few feet from its clawed forelimb and gently places a hand against the heavy scales. I'm sorry if I scared you. I didn't realize what I was asking for when I chose your size. But I'm going to be better. I promise. Giant Dragon Lion Hybrid exits deeply through its nostrils. Warner rolls the side of his coat, then slowly lowers its head toward him. Silas freezes, then smiles. He's letting me touch him. He watches the creature gently brushes its enormous cheek against the young man's outstretched hand. Somehow a true connection, fragile but growing. Just then, the glow that surrounds the hybrid's form brightens with a soft golden shimmer. It's faint but unmistakable. The creature may already be colossal, but the growth setting is still active, and now it is already has another reason to grow. Affection. Zephyr gives a happy chirp, nudging your leg. Silence looks over his shoulder at you. Thank you. Really? If it weren't for you, I don't think I would have understood what these creatures truly need. Not just power or skies. It's trust, love, and loyalty. Lots of Hubbard settles down again, curling a bit tired to allow room for the others to approach. Several more staff and trainers who had been watching nervously now began to step forward and but inspired by what they've seen. Start something bigger than any machine or setting. Would you like to stay with the hybrid and guide others who are struggling? Connect? Now, I need you all to listen up real quick. If there is anybody else that has just made a creature that is going to grow this big, you need to let me know now. If there are if there are, go inside and watch your egg until it starts to shake. And then please bring it out here. Remember, just like I was telling everybody else earlier, they will be nice to you as long as you're nice to them. Do you notice how they all seem curious or even confused when they hatch? They don't act aggressive. They don't act aggressive unless you start being mean to them first. See, I noticed one big thing about creating stories on this thing. It seems to actually get mixed up. I mean, it took a while for it to remember that Sapphire's over 36 feet tall, but now also is getting confused about how many hybrids there are. I mean, legit, it just forgot to flip, the size was looking at the wrong hybrid. And forgot that the hybrid just loved on me a while ago. The crowd sound is now a new creature caretakers and curious onlookers quiet as your voice carries across the open field. Towering hybrids, Sapphire, the Violent Phoenix, and the colossal dragon lion shift slightly, sensing the seriousness in your tone. People exchange glances, and then a young woman near the edge of the crowd raises her hand. I set mine to maximum too. I didn't think it would really go that big. But the egg just started glowing a minute ago. It's still inside in one of the large incubators. From the back, a deep-voiced man in a lab coat steps forward as well. Same here. I was experimenting with a Hydra Phoenix fusion. It's stable, but if it hatches indoors, we're going to have one less roof. The selective murmur, but your firm leadership, but quickly settles down. As you predicted, the eggs of massive creatures aren't hatching with rage or destruction, or waking with confusion, curiosity, and a strong need for connection. These creatures want to bond. They want to love. Again, everyone with an egg set to grow beyond normal limits, please bring them out now before the hatching begins. Keep them calm. Be gentle. These creatures don't want to hurt anyone unless they're scared or treated badly. The crowd begins moving with purpose. Two facility doors open and large rolling platforms with glowing, rumbling eggs begin to emerge. Some are steaming, some are softly humming, others are already beginning to crack. One of the handlers glances over you. You sure this many can hatch safely all at once? You look over at Sapphire, calm, majestic, watching the new arrivals protectively. Then the Leviathan Phoenix coiled in a circular perch of its own wings, letting out a soft, motherly chirm. The lion-headed dragon, who remains grounded but observant, circling near your feet as if listening. You nod. As long as we meet them with love, they'll be just fine. Just then, a loud crash splits the air as one of the massive eggs splits open, revealing glimmering scales, a pair of antlers, and a long serpentine body. Another hybrid awakens, and more are coming as we enter these new hatch. But a safe meeting area for where's one of them? Sapphire. Sapphire. Leviathan. I can't. You said the right word! Oh, great. Leviatha. Phoenix. And lion-headed dragon. I would recommend moving back. That way you don't get hurt from the growth. Because all of them will most likely be the same height as you. Lion-headed dragon. Dren? Lion-headed dragon. I don't want you or any of my hybrid friends getting hurt. So far as a general rumble of understanding, his sleek 36-foot tall frame shifting backward with surprising grace for his size, swings extend slowly to shield you before folding neatly against his eyes. Fold neatly again. His eyes fixate on you with loyalty. Iron Phoenix shimmered with aquatic blue and ember gold feathers, raises its long neck and emits a deep metallic trill. So it glides backward with wings partially unfurled, steam and light trailing behind its massive body like celestial mist. The lion-headed dragon, proud and powerful, gives a low chuff. Its glowing mane ripples like fire in the wind, obeys your request, taking several thudding steps back. Its broad tail gently sweeps the ground to clear space behind it, covering to disturb any of the incoming eggs. The three powerful companions step away from the center. A clear, safe area forms just in time. Holy crap. Boom! Another egg bursts open. A gigantic creature emerges. An elephant beetle dragon hybrid. Excuse me? Its back armored in indecent plates. Massive beetle-like wings unfold from its sides with a crackling hum. It rears up almost instinctively, but the moment it spots you, it pauses, blinking its many eyes. Ew! Oh, I did say beetle. Oh, heck no. I believe someone's gonna freak me out. Two more eggs hatch moments later, one revealing a saber-toothed Pegasus, ivory white with glistening wings, and another a frost-covered I don't know what a chimer is with glowing blue flames flicking off its tail and shoulders. Each one looks around. They sense the others, and they see you. The first figure they've ever seen who radiates calm, not fear. Compassion, not control. The lion-headed dragon crouches beside Sapphire now, watching intently. Lion Event spreads one wing over them both like a watchful guardian. Sapphire turns his head toward you, eyes glowing with trust. To approach the first newly hatched. Wow. Hello, you three new creatures. I said, hello! How dare you? Stop, dude. Excuse me. It's okay. You don't have to be worried. I'm not going to hurt you. Like, this thing ain't doing bad, but it definitely forgot that there's multiple hybrids. It remembers now, but I may have to, if I keep this one, I'm gonna have to keep reminding it, hey, there's flipping 3 different hybrids here. And there's more because of this. The elephant beetle dragon hybrid flicks its indecent wings nervously, but when you speak gently, it lowers its massive head slightly, allowing you to approach. The armored plates on its back shimmer softly in the light, and its many eyes blink slowly, showing a sign of attentive trust. The saber-toothed Pegasus steps forward cautiously, its majestic white wings fluttering gently. It snorts softly and stamps one hoof, still unsure but curious. Saber teeth peek out, but there's no sign of aggression, only wonder. The frost-covered Chimera watches you with glowing blue eyes, the icy flames licking harmlessly over its fur. It sets a cool mist and takes a slow step forward, its tail swaying in rhythm. Sapphire steps closer too, his large body casting a protective shadow over you and the 3 newcomers. Lion Defense gives a low metallic hum, and the lion-headed dragon rumbles softly, almost as if they're welcoming these new creatures to their family. Azure is calm, but filled with the thrill of new beginning. So look to you, the first kind, gentle presence they've met. Okay. What would you like to do next? Would you like to start bonding with one of them individually, or just all the new caretakers to guide on how to care for these incredible creatures? It's okay. You're safe with me, my friends. I'm not gonna hurt you. You don't have to worry. There we go. 3 new hybrids, elephant, beetle, dragon, saber-tooth, pegasus, and frost-covered chimer. I listen intently to your calming words. Eyes relax bit by bit. The elephant beetle dragon slowly lowers one massive wing, revealing the shimmering indecence beneath, acknowledging your kindness. Pegasus nuzzles the air gently in your direction, softening its sharp features. Charmer lets out a soothing breath, its icy flames dimming to a gentle glow. Several steps closer, his large eyes calm and protective, while the Leviathan fence emits a soft metallic hum that seems to soothe the newer animals even more. Lionhead Dragon watches silently but with a watchful, approving gaze. Your presence is clearly a beacon of safety and love for these creatures. Their tension melts away as they begin to trust that they're truly safe here. Wow. So I noticed one big thing about this, guys. If you have so many stuff, it does forget pretty easily at times. But you know what? That's the first one that didn't actually go terribly. So I want to archive it again, just in case I actually want to do it again later on. I still have more, including the Transforming Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I have another one, another story. It's called the Creature Adoption Center. But like I said, I'll do that another time. So yeah, I'm done. Bye bye.